All right, workout worthy, welcome to PiYo. PiYo is a combination of Pilates and yoga, and ideally PiYo is done in bare feet. During our PiYo workout, we're gonna lengthen, strengthen, tone, and condition every muscle from head to toe. This workout gives you strength, balance, flexibility, and stability. We get the benefits of mind-body exercise while also burning calories. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and use Workout Worthy to be consistent with your exercise routine. Now today we're going to start seated. You can cross at your ankles or you can come into a butterfly pose with the bottom of your feet together, knees falling off to the side. We're nice and centered through our sit bones and we're elongating all the way through the crown of our head. Your powerhouse is engaged about 2 inches above, 2 inches below your belly button. Feel almost like you're sucking your belly in, keeping your rib cage pulled down. Your head is an extension of your spine. So all the poses, think about your chin being level. We don't want to tuck our chin, which closes our airways and tends to round our back. We also don't want to lift our chin, which compresses our vertebrae, and we tend to arch. Now take a couple of nice deep diaphragmatic yoga breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. Let's add arm movements. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, interlocking our fingers. Exhale, pressing your palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, palms pressed together. And then exhale, folding forward in our butterfly. We're gonna hold this forward fold for a couple of breaths. Rounding up nice and slow. Inhale, side bend, up and over. Feeling that length. And then coming back to center. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, palms pressed towards the ceiling. Inhale, palms pressed together. Exhale, folding forward in our butterfly. Releasing into the pose. Round up nice and slow. Inhale, side bend, up and over. Feeling that length. Breathing as we hold. And then coming back to center. We're going to do some sweeping movements. Inhale, exhale, sweep around. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Keeping our shoulders low and relaxed, keeping our neck long and lean, matching the movement with your breath. You can stay where you are, or you can make a bigger range of motion, pressing your shin down to the floor. Sweep stays the same. Inhale, with or without that lift. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Let's do one more. Coming back to center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, palms press. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rounding up. Side bend, up and over. Feeling that length. Back to center. Let's do that one final time. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Side bend, reaching up and over. Breathing as we hold. And then back to center. Let's bring our legs out wide, sitting angularly. Sit bones are still glued to the floor. Kneecaps face forward. Don't let your feet roll in. Don't let your legs internally rotate. Feeling that length. Side bend, up. And then sweep around. Side bend, inhale. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We can stay where we are, or if we want a bigger range of motion, we can gently press our heels into the floor, lifting our hips as we inhale. Sweep stays the same, with or without the lift. Sweep stays the same. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Let's do one more. Reach. Now we're gonna cross at our ankles and we're gonna come onto all fours. Wrists are below your shoulders, knees are below your hips. Moving cat, round and release. Exhale, round. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Now coming to a neutral spine, reach your right arm out, your left leg for a spinal balance. Hips are square, shoulders are square. We're reaching towards the wall in front of us, wall behind us, not arching our back, not going higher than parallel. Nice and slow. We're gonna pull in, reach away, pull in, reach away. Exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. Lowering back down, moving cat, round and release. Exhale, round, inhale, release. Exhale, round, inhale, release. Exhale, round, inhale, release. Coming back to neutral. Extend your left arm with your right leg, spinal balance. Hips are square. We don't want to open our leg to the side. Keep your kneecap facing the floor. Breathing as we hold. And then nice and slow, pull in, reach away, pull in, reach away. Exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. Lowering back down, let's sink into an extended child's pose. Reaching through your fingers, sinking your hips over your heels, resting your forehead on the floor. And we're going to add movement. Inhale an extended child's pose. Exhale, coming up to a modified plank. Inhale, extended child's pose. Exhale, modified plank. You can stay with this variation, or instead of holding that modified plank, you can do a modified tricep push-up. Then we all come back to extended child's pose. Exhale, plank or tricep push-up. Inhale, extended child's pose. Exhale, plank or tricep push-up. And let's finish an extended child's pose. Flexing our feet, we're going to peel up into a downward facing dog. Heels press towards the floor, hips lift towards the ceiling. We're elongating down our spine, all the way through the crown of our head. Fingers are wide, evenly distributing pressure through the pads of our fingers, pads of our palms, with a nice neutral wrist. Ears are right between our biceps, our chin is level, so our head stays an extension of our spine. Now from down dog, inhale to prepare. Exhale, reaching to a plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. You can stay with this flow, or instead of stopping at plank, you can do tricep push-up, down dog, plank or tricep push-up, down dog, plank or tricep push-up, down dog, feeling that length. Soften both knees and baby step, walking your feet to your hands into a forward fold. thighs, flat back, inhale up. Exhale, mountain. Let's take a centering breath, inhale and exhale. Now coming back to center, mountain pose. Feet are together, heels can be slightly apart depending on your anatomy. Kneecaps are lifted, inner thighs are sealed. Powerhouse is strong, rib cage is pulled down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's fold forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, your hands can come to your thighs, your shins, yoga blocks, or the floor. We're lifting through our tailbone, allowing our upper body to hang. Flat back, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale. Exhale, chair. Weight stays even through the balls and the heels of our feet. Breathing as we hold the pose. Now inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. You can stay flat-footed or simply raise your right heel. Chair stays the same. With or without raising your left heel, chair stays the same. You can stay where you are or progress to a knee lift balance in mountain. Chair stays the same. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, chair. Inhale, exhale, holding. Reach through your fingers. Exhale, fold up and over your thighs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms fold in flight. Inhale, placing your hands on your thighs, small of your back or interlock. Exhale, diving into a fan pose. Contracting, we're gonna lift to a parallel tabletop, step right then left, and we're gonna dive into a wide fan. Same 3 hand placement options, your thighs, small of your back or interlock. Flat back, inhale, reaching all the way up. Toes ankle out for sweeping plies. 4, 3, one dimensional, 2, and 1. Holding plie, sunflower. It's a flat back, round and stack, side bend, reach, and center. Flat back, round and stack, reach, and center. From plie, changing our feet to the warrior stance. Your right knee is bent, left leg is straight in warrior 1. Then we open, warrior 2. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Holding warrior 2. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, reach to a reverse warrior. Holding 1 breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pinwheeling into a right angle. You can support on your thigh, reach to the floor, use a yoga block or use the floor. Holding 1 breath. Now from right angle, we're gonna inhale, lowering our arm. Exhale as we extend our knee, triangle pose. So our feet are still in that warrior stance, both legs are straight. Inhale, lowering the arm, bending the knee. Exhale, reverse warrior. And we're gonna take these 3 poses in more of a vinyasa throughout flow. Inhale, exhale to your right angle. Inhale, exhale to your triangle. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale, right angle. Inhale, exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Let's do this one last time. Inhale, exhale, right angle. Inhale, exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, reverse. From reverse warrior, squaring your hips into a warrior 1, feeling that length, adding movement. Extend, and bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, holding at the top. Exhale, folding to pyramid. Hands can come to your thighs, your shins, yoga blocks, or the floor. Feet are still in that warrior stance. Both legs are straight, lifting through your tailbone, elongating down your spine. Lift your back heel, bend your front knee, runner's lunge. Head is higher than your heart. Extend that right leg out to plank on your toes or on your knees. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Feeling that length. You can stay in down dog or point your right toes, reaching to a high leg hip extension. From either position, hips press through as we reach to a plank on our toes or on our knees, with or without that right toe pointed. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. You can stay in down dog or point your right toe once again, reaching to high leg hip extension. If your right leg is lifted, slowly lower. We're all gonna bend our right knee, stepping through, using your hands if you need to align better, into runner's lunge. Change your back foot to the warrior stance, and then pinwheel up to warrior two. Hips and chest are open to the front. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now toes angle out, moving sun gods. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Step right then left into mountain, interlocking our fingers, pointer to the ceiling, side bend up and over towards your right, feeling that length, keeping your hips stacked right above your knees, right above your ankles. Inhale, exhale, side bend up and over towards your left. Inhale, center, and exhale, centering breath. We're gonna do that sequence on the opposite side, starting with a forward fold. Hands come to your thighs, shins, yoga blocks, or the floor. Lifting through our tailbone, elongating down our spine as we allow our upper body to hang. Sealing our inner thighs, flat back, inhale up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, exhale, chair. Weight is even through the balls and the heels of our feet. We're breathing as we hold our chair. Then adding movement. Mountain, chair. Both feet can stay flat, or the left heel can lift as we balance. Chair stays the same. With or without that right heel, chair stays the same. Knee lift is a progression if you're needing it today. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, holding chair. Inhale, reach through your fingers. Exhale, fold up and over your thighs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms fold in flight. Inhale, placing your hands on your thighs, the small of your back, or interlock. Exhale, diving into fan. Contracting your legs, elongating, parallel to the floor in a tabletop. Step left and right, and dive into a wide fan pose. Same 3 hand placement options. Flat back, inhale, reaching all the way up, toes ankle out. 4 sweeping plies. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding your plie. Sunflower, flat back, round and stack, side bend, reach up and center. Flat back, round and stack, side bend up and center. We're gonna change our feet to the warrior stance. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Warrior one, opening to warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, holding warrior two. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reaching to a reverse warrior, holding one breath. Our goal is symmetry, but these poses might feel very different on this side. We're gonna come into a right angle, start supporting on your thigh. You might reach towards the floor, you might use a yoga block, you might be able to touch the floor, but find your right angle pose. Lowering your arm, extending that left knee, triangle. Both legs are straight, feet are still in the warrior stance. From triangle, lower your arm, soften the left knee, and pinwheel all the way through, reverse warrior. Let's take this in more of that vinyasa flow. Inhale to prepare. Exhale your right angle. Inhale, lowering the arm. Exhale, your triangle. Inhale. Exhale, all the way to reverse. Inhale. Exhale, right angle. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. One last time. Inhale, right angle. Inhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Squaring our hips. Let's come back into our warrior one and add movement. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, holding at the top. Exhale, folding into pyramid. Hands can be on your thigh, your shin, yoga blocks, or the floor. Feet are still in the warrior stance. Both legs are straight as we lift through our tailbone, elongate down our spine. From pyramid, lift your back heel. Bend your front knee into runner's lunge. Head is higher than your heart. That left knee is aligned with your ankle. Extend your left leg out to plank on your toes or on your knees. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. You can stay in down dog or point your left toe, reaching to high leg hip extension. From either pose, hips press through, reach into a plank on your toes or on your knees, with or without that left toe pointed. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Once again, you can stay in down dog or point your left toe, reach into high leg hip extension. If your left leg is lifted, slowly lower. We're gonna bend our left knee, stepping through our hands into runner's lunge. Use your hands if you need to adjust. Back foot changes to the warrior stance. And we pinwheel, lifting up to warrior two. Adding movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Trying not to lean, trying not to tilt, really opening through the hips, keeping the hips and shoulders nice and level. Back up, toes angle out for moving sun gods. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Step left and right into mountain. Interlocking our fingers, pointer to the ceiling, side bend up and over towards your left. Inhale, exhale, up and over, side bend towards your right. Inhale, center, and exhale. Take a centering breath. Great job. Now we are going to bring it down to the floor. And we're going to do Pilates roll ups. Legs can stay bent, using your hamstrings for fingertip touch just to help with alignment. Legs can extend, adding to the challenge. Arms would extend out. Remember, form is where we get results, so do the option that you can do well. We're gonna see our spine, lowering one vertebrae at a time. Your tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulder blades, neck and head. Arms, reach overhead without arching. So you might stop here, you might go for it farther. And then arms reach back either to the ceiling or our hamstrings. Contracting your core, we want to seamlessly lift our head, neck, shoulders, middle back, lower back, and tailbone to where we started. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, arms to the ceiling or our hamstrings. Exhale, seamlessly lifting back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Most of us have a sticking point, so we're trying to get our body to move through that challenge. Building strength, building function, but honoring what our body is capable of, knowing that we want progress, not perfection. Let's do just the roll back portion, bringing us down to our mat. Tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, neck, and head. Arms reach overhead, but then we're going to bend our elbows, bringing just our fingertips to our ears, bending our knees. Let's lift our legs to a boat. Shins are parallel to the floor. Stretch your head to the wall behind you, feeling that length, and then we're going to lift to a hover. This is as relaxed as you're going to be through a set of bicycle crunches or crisscross. From your hover, extend your left leg, reach your left shoulder towards your right knee, and then back to the hover. Right shoulder goes towards that left knee, and then back to the hover, holding for that additional challenge. Nice and slow, controlling every inch of the movement. Extending your leg as low as you can to the floor without touching and without arching. Belly is sucking in towards your spine. We're going to do 4 more. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Great job lowering your upper body. Extend your legs up straight. This is a version of a single leg stretch. Feel like you're reaching your head to the wall behind you, lifting up to that same hover. Once again, as relaxed as we're going to be through this set. Lower your right leg as your right hand reaches towards your left calf, and then lift your right leg as your body lowers to that hover. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Lowering as close as you can without letting your leg touch the floor. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Bending your knees, extend your arms overhead, extend your legs out straight, reaching through your fingers, stretching through your toes. Couple of nice deep breaths. Now bending your knees, holding your shins, hug your knees to your chest, feeling that stretch. Down your hamstrings, around your glutes, into your lower back. We're going to slowly circle in one direction, controlling the movement. And then change direction, circle the opposite way. Feel your tailbone, feel your spine, gently pressing into the floor. Now back to center, release your left leg, bring your foot to the mat, and extend your right leg, keeping your tailbone neutral. We're not arching our back. You can hold your calf or your hamstring, whichever is more comfortable. Don't pull on your knee joint though. Choose either your calf or your hamstring for support. We are gently pulling towards our face, feeling that stretch. Flex your right foot, feeling the stretch deepen down your arch, around your heel, into your calf. Now point and flex, point and flex. Rotate your ankle, big toe circles, and change direction, circle the opposite way. We're going to continue holding that right leg and extend your left leg to the floor, deepening that stretch. Bending your right knee, hold the instep of your right foot, keeping your ankle above your knee for half of a happy baby. Your left arm can extend to the side to keep stable. We don't want to lean to one side or the other. Great job. Now cross your right ankle over that left thigh, reaching through, holding your hamstring, pull gently towards your face. And you can hold here, or you can gently shift from one side to the other, feeling that stretch. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So bring your right foot to the floor, extend that right leg up. Holding behind the hamstring or the calf. Keep your tailbone neutral, so we do not want to lift up to get the leg closer to our face. Neutral pelvic bone. Flex your left foot, feeling that stretch deepen down your arch, your heel into your calf. Point and flex. Point and flex. Rotate your ankle, big toe circles, and change direction. We're going to gently hold that left leg and extend the right leg out. Bending your left knee, hold the instep of that left foot. Keep the ankle right above your knee, and your right hand can reach out to counterbalance for one half of a happy baby. Crossing your left ankle over your right thigh, reach through, holding your hamstring, pull gently towards your face. Stay here, or just a nice gentle sway, controlling from one side to the other, feeling how that stretch might change, adding value. Release that left leg, holding your hamstrings, round up nice and slow to our sit bones, hands to our shins. Exhale, round. Inhale, release. Exhale, round. Inhale, release. And we are all done. Fantastic job, Workout Worthy. That was a 30-minute PiYo workout, lengthening, strengthening, toning, and conditioning. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, come back and join me anytime.